Right, good morning people. It is T-minus 7 days, it's a week. But 3 or 4 of those I'm actually away. So I've literally got like 3 days till the drift day. We did a lot in the last video. It was a rough day. We did a lot in the last video. Today we're doing a lot more things. So one thing that I really want and need and want in the S13 is a bucket seat. So we've got a bucket seat. Okay, so we've got a bucket seat. The last thing I want is to get to the drift day and then just be constantly let down by sliding around on these leather seats when I'm transitioning and stuff. So I picked this up off Facebook for 150 quid. It's an M2 Motorsport bucket seat, and we've got some side mounts, and I've bought an OMP seat base mount as well. So it's going to be fixed. We're going to put the bucket seat in today, and also we're going to be fixing off all of the little things. So I need to tighten the handbrake. We need to tighten the handbrake at the back, and we also need to unseat one of the coilovers. So I've got a blowtorch. We're going to have to be careful, but I managed to drop this side with a hammer, and like a chisel and a hammer, just turning the threads, and then it loosened off. But the other side, it's just spinning the whole strut, and I'll explain that when we get in there. But for now, first things first, other than I am a realist, let's put in this bucket seat. We've got a fixed OMP seat mount, which I'm fuming about because they're expensive as fuck. It's annoying because Kuba bought his dad some 350Z ones like 2 weeks ago on eBay for like 60 quid for 2 of them. I paid 130 quid for one. 130 pounds for a little bit of metal. Robbing bastards. So time was of the essence. It's my own fault for leaving it so late. I had to buy an OMP one. So we got an OMP one. OMP, if you're watching this, I'll take a refund for a sponsorship in the video. I'll add it in to the next video. If you didn't see a sponsorship for OMP in the next video, then I'm not as relevant as I thought. So we need to just get this seat out first. I'm guessing there's some nuts under here at the front, and it's same at the back, and there should be a connection, and hopefully we just pull it out. Push the seat all the way back, and I need to pop this little thing off, and hopefully there's a little, okay, so there's 4 bolts. 2 at the front, 2 at the back. Hang the seat up, and make sure you get off all these connections, which, yep, this bloody car is just wiring all over the place. Oh my god, Nissan! It's fucking electrical connectors. Why is it making it so difficult? Okay, that was relatively straightforward. What's going on here? Other than the Nissan electrics wanting to tie wrap everything down 16 times. I fucking hate it. Why is it always the easiest jobs that are the most difficult? Okay, there we go. I can go in the house. Spare seat. Let's just pray it goes in here. That what? Let's put this bottom right one in. The rest can go in, but that front one's just, that's off. That one's off as well. They're all off. OMP, mate, it's spent so much money on this, and the bolts don't even line up. They're taking the piss. Spend there's such money, it should just be plug and play. You shouldn't be having to about. I expect with a cheap one. You shouldn't even expect it with a cheap one. It's only a bit of metal. Right, let me show you how far off these are. Yeah. So we've got a bolt in there, very loose, but there's a bolt in there, very loose. Look how fucking far off we are. You can barely even see the hole. That's that one. And look how far off we are from the back as well. What a fucking joke, mate. Because we need it. I've not got time to return it. So we're going to have to just drill that hole out here. We're going to have to just make our own hole for that one. 130 quid, guys. Fucking hell, what a piss take. Right, I suppose let's just get drilling. So because I didn't expect to be doing this, both of my battery chargers are dead. So I've put one on charge, so I'm just waiting for that for the time being. I'm getting there. I'm just rounding out these holes just so the bolt will go on. Yeah, great, good one. So in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to jack this side up, and we're going to try and attack this coilover. Now, off camera in the last episode, I did manage to drop this side. Again, I don't want it too low. That's pretty much low enough. But this side, the collar was just not loosened down the threads, and we need to drop it because right now it's going to be tough to get the alignment pretty bang on, because this side's a lot lower than this side, so this side's going to be cambered more. So we need to get it sorted. So while that's on charge, let's jack up the car, get the wheel off. I've got a blowtorch in here, and let's see if we can get this coilover, you know, spinning. Right, so here you can see the coilover sleeve. Now most coilovers, you see the threads here, that is actually part of the strut. But for this HKS one, it's actually just sleeved over. As you can see there, it's not actually part of the strut, it's just sleeved over. So because these threads are so tight, when I'm hitting this with a hammer, the other side was fine, but this side's a lot tight. When I'm hitting this with a hammer and trying to knock in it, this whole sleeved thread is spinning. So what I need to do is I actually need to release the rust in here so it can spin. I've tried WD-40, you know, I've seen things online about soaking in vinegar and this, that and that. I'm just going to use a little bit of a heat. Now I've got to be careful because these are aluminium, so they're not going to heat as hot as steel, and also this is filled with gas. So I need to be very, 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 very careful. Okay, I've got my GoPro in a very funky position right now. So let's just release off this bottom one. There we go, so that bottom one's spinning. You might not be able to see it. The whole thing is spinning. That's not good, but now it seems even looser. So that means it's not dropping at all. So I'm gonna take the coilover off, as anything I can do. I feel like, so I'm gonna have to get someone to put a few welds on here to stop that spinning. Why does that spin anyway? Why is that just sleeved over? A bit annoying, so I've got to take all the strut brace off the top and everything, but I've done most of it already. So let's just get the coilover off and see if there's anything I can do, you know, while seeing it fully. Now it's raining. Now it's raining. I hate my life. Okay, so the plan is, I've got that really tight around the sleeve here. I've heated up this. Not crazy, it's hot, but not crazy amount. And now I'm just gonna start whacking this and see if I can freeing it up on those threads. Because that one's really free. It's just this one isn't. But now with that clamped down, we should be able to get it. Right, I've got to the point where I can spin it by hand now. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to clean up the threads up here and then go up to the ride height that we want. Okay, so everything's back together. I did go a little bit lower on this side, so I'm probably going to have to just do the other side, just lower it. But I want to make sure that's all spinning freely as well before we go on the drift day, just in case we need to make adjustments somewhere there. But for now, the battery should be charged. Let's jack this down, see how low it is, but then get the drill and carry on with the bloody seat. Okay, I've elongated the holes enough that the base is now on. But there's a bit of a bend in it here when you tighten it down. I'm really not impressed with this, guys, I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is. It's solid anyway, so that's good. We need to get the seat, and we need to take the side mounts off the seat, bolt the side mounts down, find some bolts, bolt the side mounts down, and then put the seat in between it. Okay, so I just put some bolts in on the first one here, first one there, and it was quite far away, so we're going to go a little bit closer and probably just do a few forward like that. So I still want to be able to get in, but the seat's sitting way too high, so we need to put these on a much lower one, because the seat's just way too high. So we'll just take these out anyway, bolt these to the bottom, then put the seat in. Oh my god, guys, this has been one of the most annoying things I've ever done. I'm not even joking. Just nothing wants to line up. I've had every single bolt off about 15,000 times. I'm trying to line up this back one where you can't fucking see anything. I'm trying to get in the bottom one. Oh my god, I've got it. Oh my god. No, I haven't. Oh. So annoying, you don't know which one's the... Right, come here. Get that in. Okay, it's in, and I think it's in the finalised position. So this is the first sit in the finalised position. Oh yeah, can't wait to do so. Throw, catch. I would have liked to get the rails, but they were just too much money, and I couldn't be bothered spending an extra 150 whatever quid after I just bought that piece of shit down there for 130 quid. Oh, I can't wait for it, guys. I literally cannot wait for the drift day. One thing I have forgot, I've not put my bloody seatbelt thing in. So I'm gonna have to take the seatbelt off that seat, and find a way to bolt it down in here. Yeah, but first of all, let me go and have some lunch because I'm fucking hungry, mate. Okay, so this one bolts off there. So we're just gonna come down. We're gonna bolt to the side of the seat until we get some harnesses. My issue was this was completely straight and it was like hitting the seat. So just got a hammer and I've just put a little bit of a bend in it. Therefore when we bolt it down, I'll be able to get the seatbelt actually over me and clip there instead of like trying to, you know, come over like this kind of thing. I'm just gonna sit just like that, and now we won't have a flashing light to annoy us against all the other consistent, constant lights. There we go, so that's in place, and it actually just feels like a normal seat belt. There's no seat getting in the way, it's tight around my waist, it's tight around my shoulders, in the perfect condition, it's safe. It's definitely an MOT pass with that 10mm bolt holding it in. I'm joking, it's a 13. Wait, sorry, what? Why not have that plugged in or something? I didn't have it plugged. That's definitely tight now. Don't know what happened there. Okay, so I just took it for a quick spin and it's slightly knocking at the back. And considering the fact I do think it's a bit too low already, I think we're going to try and get the adjusters in, because the way I've got the spring at the minute, I've not got the rubber at the bottom, and I think that's what's causing the knock. But to do that, I'm going to have to flip the spring around, and I have to have them adjusters. I'm going to have to find a way to make them fit. Now I've just messaged the guy on Facebook and said how low was it with how the adjusters are right now, because the threads look really bad. I could heat the shit out of them and probably get them moving, but I'm going to see how low it was. I think it's going to be a bit too high, but let's just try and get these moving anyway, because it'd be nice to have them freed up for the future. But yeah, we're gonna have to find a way to get these to fit. So I am gonna put them on the top if you watch the last video, and I'm gonna find a way to just to bend them little clips in at the top so it grips this, and then have the rubber on the bottom, and hopefully that'll stop it like knocking a little bit. Okay, so these are ruined, and if you look at this one, the collar's actually cracked. So I'm not gonna spend a lot of time cleaning these up. Quite frankly, I don't think they're gonna clean up. These are in way worse condition than the fronts were, and they're broke anyway. So what we're gonna do now, we're just gonna leave it like this for the time being. It's not that low, and the knocking isn't like that bad. It's only like going over like little grids and stuff it does it. So we're just gonna take it to the drift day like this, take them with us. If we do have issues with anything bottoming out or anything, then we'll just put them in. It's not hard to just do the springs quick when we're there. We'll just put them in at that ride height. He sent me a picture, and the ride height is quite high, so we don't want that. I'm not going to piss about now, because these are in not good condition. So what we'll have to just do is in the future, we'll have to just get a spare set of these. That is the end of the video now. Again, I'm going to go and get this edited and stuff. Tomorrow I'm going to see if we can get the alignment done. But yeah, for now guys, I love you all, and we'll see you in the next one.